It's Luke and Susie with you for another live discourse. Now, Suze, we are going head to head with a Luke and Susie battle. This time, though, if we win, we actually kind of lose. We're talking worst photos and a whole lot more. The Luke and Susie quotable in just moments, and it's talking about insanity.
It's Luke and Susie with Faith Family Culture. Luke and Susie with you. We're broadcasting from Greece.
The wise words of someone from yesteryear. Hey, it's a cool day to go for our live Luke and Susie discourse, Suze, after Miracles Day yesterday.
Such a great day.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of a look nationally at the total, Luke, an extraordinary day where Australians have funded so far 38,561 eye operations for those in need across the world.
Get out of here. That's
amazing.
Awesome. That is 38,500 individuals receiving a surgery that takes about 12 minutes. It costs 33 Australian dollars. And every person in their household is impacted, which in many cases in these the countries where the operations are being done, we're talking 5 to 12 people in a household that are directly impacted because of that. It is just unbelievable. Way more people than are going to be attending footy's finals over this COVID-affected part of our world. Hey, Suze, as we get into today's Luke and Susie Discourse Live, we are going to talk Care Bears.
Woohoo!
We also are going to go head-to-head in a battle that if you win, you really lose. Because it's about who's the worst. But I had this interesting scenario.
I'm in it to win it, Luke. I'm in it to win it.
We had an interesting scenario where we were exploring, Suze. Just maybe some of my choices seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's the dad life. It's the dad life. Take my daughter to the party. It's the dad life. It's the dad life. It's the dad life. Shooting vids of the kids. It's the dad life.
Suze, I did kind of take some inspiration from my son, who is mad about basketball at the moment. We don't really have yard space. And I'm just trying to fight off a sneeze, which is brewing.
You can do it. Fight
it. He's passionate about basketball. We don't have the yard space to get a proper ring. And I went, but I remember all the games I used to play by myself, in the basketball. Even if I wasn't playing at the basketball stadium, I had the little suction cap hoop that was up on the window, and I'd pretend to go one-on-one with Michael Jordan or whatever. And I'd have these little games in my head. Always, but only on the last shot with a massive, incredible like fadeaway jumper or something.
I now know is a buzzer beater.
Yeah. Well, no, it's only a buzzer beater if it's beating the buzzer.
Isn't that what you were doing?
Well, potentially.
Yeah.
But if you're one-on-one, it's not necessarily timed.
Oh, okay.
It could be down to score, but no, that's good. Good efforts. Good try. I saw him pumped about this, and then he was shooting things into washing baskets, and I went, this kid deserves to have some kind of ability to play this. So I got online and I went, I couldn't find a suction cap thing for the window, but they had the over the door ones. This one actually has a digital scoreboard and everything attached to it, so it can keep count, And I went, this is it. A couple of weeks that we waited for this to be delivered. You went, are you sure? You really questioned me, Suze.
I did.
Why?
Did question you because I thought it's going to be loud. They'll be playing up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
It's just not. I just felt like it probably wasn't going to work out well.
I was quite dismissive of your concerns, Suze. Turns out maybe I should listen to you more. Gosh, it's been loud. They've been playing up and down the hallways and busting into walls, and they're fighting because they're trying to play a game against each other with no room. And Tyson's rough, and he's getting called for fouls all the time, but he makes up the rules. And constantly, ever since, I'm like, give me that ball. You can't play anymore.
I have some news.
Yeah.
So I had to put it together because your fingers were too big to turn the.
Hang on a second. I didn't. My fingers weren't too big. I was too uncoordinated.
So I put it together.
But thanks for having got my fat fingers.
But this morning, the hoop fell off.
Oh, Susie.
Gordon was doing a slam dunk.
Right.
And the hoop came
So
down.
the screws weren't done up well?
Apparently.
I should have double-checked your work is what you're telling me.
I thought they were good. I thought they were fine.
It's a hard situation if I'm the handyman of the family.
That's right.
Let's get into our Luke and Susie discourse. Our first topic comes from Angela.
Luke and Susie want to talk about what matters to you. To share your thoughts or suggest your topics to be discussed, the Luke and Susie discourse.
We're talking Care Bears today. Angela has asked the question, if you were a Care Bear, which one would you choose? Now, I didn't grow up watching the Care Bears, but I've been doing my research, Luke, and there's a lot of different Care Bears now.
There's only 10 originals.
There's 10 originals, but I reckon for you, we might need to go into the new ones, which by new, we mean 2004.
Really?
Yeah, because there's one that is called Too Loud Bear.
Hey, hang on a second. The question wasn't if your husband was a Care Bear, which Care Bear would he be? It was if you were a Care Bear, which one would you be?
Okay, well, if you were a Care Bear, which one would you be?
I would be one of the original 10.
Would you? You wouldn't be Messy Bear? I'm just checking, just making suggestions.
Is there a discouraging bear in there? Is there a having a go at your husband bear? I was actually just pinpointing it on Grumpy Bear, which is what I'm feeling right now. Suze, if you were to be a Care Bear, which one would you be?
Okay, we're looking at the new ones, probably Oopsie Bear, because I have a tendency to drop and break things a little bit. But if I'm going for the original ones, or can I say Friend Bear? I like my friends.
Yes. I love your passion and commitment to the selection that you have. Naomi, if you were a Care Bear, which Care Bear would you be and why?
I would be Hug-a-Lot. I love giving hugs and I'm missing it so much. I was always giving hugs when I was little. It didn't matter who it was, where it was, when it was, I would be hugging.
Right. And so this is obviously not the right time of human history to be a hugger. Because even if technically, somebody else is willing to, there's always a hesitation. There's a doubt right now. Should we be hugging?
Even in my family, I've got siblings that are very much, don't want to hug. And I was the one that always wanted hugs, even when I was sick. It was even more so when I was sick that I wanted hugs. It's just, that's my love language, is a hug.
Aw, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's much nicer than the ones I was suggesting for you.
Yeah, well, isn't it? Isn't it just, Suze? It's funny that I reckon anybody could answer anything and it'll be much nicer than the ones you were suggesting for me. Not a coincidence.
Brooke said Sunshine Bear because I try to spread a little each day. I actually appeared in an RV commercial as a young child with a Care Bear, so they have sentimental value to me, which is very sweet. And Alison said I would be Daydream Bear. Oh, I probably should be Daydream Bear as well, actually. I didn't know that was one. I didn't look thoroughly at the list, obviously.
So what did you do? When you went through the list, you thought, okay, what are the worst ones that I can suggest for Luke?
I could be Bedtime Bear because I sure do like going to sleep.
For someone who likes it, you sleep very little.
I know, right? Ella, if you were a Care Bear, which Care Bear would you be?
We've got to get you unmuted there, Ella.
I'd be Harmony Bear because I love music.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you notice
I found a bear for you, Luke.
Oh, no. Okay, Ella.
Play a lot bear.
All right, that's okay.
One.
Ella, you're nicer than Susie. That was
No.
At least to me on this occasion.
Today, at this
No.
moment.
No.
We can always say there was that one time.
Always make sure you get on the messages and join our chats and be a part of the conversation. We would love to be able to get your messages. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching in the Luke and Susie community, just make sure you chat and get involved. And Suze, this is all thanks to our sponsors, which I don't have the ability to talk about because I don't have it up on my screen.
There's so much to explore and so much to experience and so much Australia, and you can rediscover our great country, all of its beautiful secrets and majestic surprises, and head off-road with a Blue Water Camper trailer from station sponsor Blue Water Campers. A quality Blue Water camper makes any adventure possible and every journey enjoyable. So take a look at the range at Blue Water Campers today and chat to the team about the options available to you. It's all online at bluewatercampers.com.au.
It's Luke and Susie live on the Discourse. It's going live to YouTube right now, also going live to the Luke and Susie community, which, Susie, we've got a bone to pick with very, very soon.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that shortly. But right now, let's have a look at the second topic of discussion.
Luke and Susie want to talk about what matters to you. To share your thoughts or suggest your topics to be discussed, the Luke and Susie Discourse.
Now, Suze, I was doing some loading of some rubbish and some things that maybe need to be chucked out to the tip into the trailer. And I was getting my kids involved in the process, and I took one of them to discard the rubbish with me. He was very very unexcited about the prospect. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to come with Daddy. This is just work. I can play computer games right now. Why am I with you? And so we went to do it. And then he went, oh, that's right. He remembered a time we went to the tip where there was a big concrete kind of open area and you got to throw your rubbish in there. Yes. And when it was big metal, clingy kind of things, he got so excited about his memory of just being able to smash things and it'd be okay. And so he was talking about it. We got home and I made him reload the trailer, ready. It's kind of half loaded for the next trip. And there were things like an old broken rice cooker and a whiteboard, big metal kind of objects. And he was like, when you go to the tip next time, I have to go with you. I want to smash the rice cooker. And he was so motivated to be helpful because he wanted to destroy the tech. He wanted to smash the metal. And I went, that's quite an unusual motivation to be helpful, Suze. Do you ever get motivated unusually to do something good and be helpful?
Yeah, I had a friend who used to talk about she would do the dishes because she loves how you start with a dirty pile and you end with a clean pile, which sounded really unusual to me because they only got to the clean pile because you did the work of actually cleaning them. But yes, I don't mind doing vacuuming because I like the bit at the end where you coil the cord back into the vacuum cleaner. Really?
If I find you not actually vacuuming, but just pulling the cord out and then hitting the button and pulling the cord out and hitting the button.
As a kid, I could play that for half an hour. And even as an adult, probably could still play that game.
You also could have vacuumed the floor in half an hour. But,
I could have, or I could have played with the cord, which is what I generally do. Yeah. Do you have an unusual motivator for you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, everything I'm motivated by is to stop you yelling at me mostly. So I don't know if that's unusual. That's unusual. No, I don't know. I was actually in a meeting though with a guy who was talking about his son, who was working in a place where he was collecting, he was working at a Bunnings, and he actually helped a lady to unload all this heavy stuff into her car, and he was so incredibly helpful. So she was so happy with his support. She specifically came back, spoke to managers, and put in a real compliment, and he got all this big praise for being so helpful and treating the customer well. And his dad was excited because he goes, oh, mate, look at you learning these great people skills and being helpful. And his son just went, I just wanted a trolley. he was just helping her unload because he couldn't be bothered waiting for the trolley. He wanted to make sure it happened quicker. And I went, well, sometimes in the end, does the end justify the means? I think in a situation like that. The question is, have you got some unusual motivation for actually being helpful?
Now, one person that we know has an answer to this, Luke, is going to have a chat to us on the phone. We're going to try and give her a call now. Her name's Jen, with an unusual inspiration for actually getting some of this work done. Let's see if we can get through to Jen.
This is where we're waiting for things to happen on a live show. Call connections.
Look how tech-savvy.
Hello.
Hi, it's Luke and Susie. How are you, Jen?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
That's good. So we wanted to ask you, do you have an unusual motivator to get a job done, get the chores done?
Oh, an unusual motivator.
Yeah. I like playing with the vacuum cord.
Well, it's probably not all that unusual, but I do go for the absolute perfect playlist for each task. So I do have about 200 playlists on Spotify, and I have a current playlist which is all about lockdown. So, it just kind of gets me in the mood for whatever I have to do that's different at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Do you know what's interesting is you say that I'm prompted by a weird motivation that we use with our kids sometimes is that we work out a task and we go, I bet you can't do it in less than 3 songs. And so we put 3 songs on a playlist, and their whole motivation is to actually prove us wrong that they can do it in less than 3 songs.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? Yeah. Why is that a thing that you have to prove to us? What difference does it make to your life if you take 3 songs or 4 songs? But it's the game.
Yeah, and I do that with my preschoolers because I'm a preschool teacher. And so I say, okay, we're going to put this song on. You need to be finished by the time they finish singing. But you know what? It works for us adults too. Yeah. Like, I don't know about you, but if I said to myself, I'm going to do this by the time Xanadu's over, and then I'll just, get it done. Like, if we set ourselves a goal, otherwise I'll take all day. If you give me 3 minutes, I'll do it. But if you give me, 3 days, yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hold the phone. You listen to Xanadu?
Absolutely.
Oh, I think
that was such a throwaway line from you, and we both just got it from
my Spotify, top songs of 2020, when I listened to it the other day, top songs, Xanadu. So proud of myself.
Okay.
Did you ever roller skate to it?
Here we go.
I had a 30th birthday party where it was a musical theme and everyone had to come as somebody from a musical, and I went as Kira, and I was on roller skates all night and I did not fall over once.
Right. Okay, Suze, please describe your youth that you've described to me surrounding Xanadu.
Okay, so let me tell you, Jen, I got to do an interview with Olivia Newton-John and her daughter Chloe, and the audio corrupted, so we never got to put it to air, but it was the best 10 minutes of my life.
Oh.
And I told her that I used to roller skate to Xanadu in my parents had a double garage at their house, and I would skate inside there, and I had a red and white leotard with like leg warmers. And
beautiful.
The leg warmers were red and white striped, like Where's Wally? But the leotard had both stripes and spots on it because I was trendy.
Absolutely. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
I like that another Xanadu is judging your outfit right now. You can hear the tone going, I just need to be encouraging in public.
To be fair, the outfit wasn't very Xanadu-y, but the roller skating was.
Well, my friend made me a shirt that had, you could pull it down so it was off the shoulder. And she made me, I had a white skirt, and then she made me white leg warmers, and that's what I wore to my party. But I must say, I had a Xanadu watching party last year, and I always have to kind of say, hey, it's probably the worst movie with the best soundtrack. And I had one friend who's like, she'd probably like to pick a fight with you as the biggest Olivia fan. Anyway, she just said, how could you say that to people? Like, it's not the worst film, blah, 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 blah. So she attacked me for that, but she came and watched it. It was lots of fun. We've got to watch it every couple of years because it's so bad that it's good.
Yes, but the soundtrack, so good.
It's brilliant. ELO. There's a lot of ELO on my, all over the world. That's on my my lockdown playlist.
The best.
I feel like I've just been put over in the corner waiting for you guys to finish right now.
Yeah, sorry.
Absolutely. Don't put baby in the corner.
Yes, let's not
talk watermelons right now. Let's not talk watermelons.
Thanks so much, Jen. We appreciate the chat.
No worries. See ya.
All of our conversations, the Luke and Susie show and the Luke and Susie live discourses, thanks to our sponsors. So much to explore, so much to experience, so much Australia.
You can rediscover our great country and all of its beautiful secrets and majestic surprises heading off-road with a Blue Water Camper trailer from program sponsor Blue Water Campers.
A quality Blue Water camper makes any adventure possible and absolutely an incredibly enjoyable journey.
It really is. Take a look at the range of Blue Water Campers today and chat to the team about all the options available to you at bluewatercampers.com.au.
Our third and final conversation,
I do love that video.
This is where, it was beautiful moments around that bushfire, the campfire. So this is where we go head to head, and normally the winner wins, but in this particular occasion, pretty much
the loser wins. Yes, come on, Susie.
Luke versus Susie in a marriage battle royale.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Are you ready?
So recently we had discussions about the worst haircut, and in the midst of that, everyone was just really seeming to enjoy pulling out the photo evidence of these bad haircuts.
Yeah.
And so the conversation came up, though, about the worst photo that you've ever had, Suze. Before we put anything up on screen.
Oh, are you putting mine up on screen?
Did I not tell you that?
I just didn't know. That's okay. That's fine.
All right. So we need to describe before. I'm happy to go first because I was going through some of the potential worst photos for me. This particular one I want to put up is not a bad photo. I'm really proud of this, but it just came up in the list. So this is the photo evidence that I actually was sleeping standing up. That's me as a teenager asleep standing up on the screen there. So it's doing supposedly hanging the washing out.
Look at you doing the chores.
Standing next to the washing basket. Okay, I thought about another option for the worst photo ever, and this is pretty bad that I'm about to put up here, Suze. It's me as a little blonde boy. You'll never guess whether or not I had been snacking.
Oh, that's so cute.
This is one of those classic kids photos of he's just been into the chocolate.
Yes, it's all over your face, all over
the
your
hands.
shirt,
Yeah.
all over your hands.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's and the greatest smile on my face. Seems like that looks like the happiest day of my life, Suze.
He's got a little Royden's face.
But let
That's what
me
it looks like.
let me describe to you the worst photo that I've ever experienced. I'm wearing a like a terry toweling kind of material outfit.
Classy.
It's all one color, which is bright canary yellow.
Oh.
It's got the terry toweling hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the little terry toweling shirt. And while I say shorts, they're little short shorts that are more like a nappy cover, but I think I'm old enough to not be wearing nappies here.
Okay.
But the shirt is a little short for my belly.
Oh, dear.
My belly is hanging out from underneath this yellow shirt.
Oh.
And I have some weird, not real blue ring glasses that I didn't wear glasses. So I don't quite know what was behind this. Are you ready to see it?
I'm ready to see it.
This is my worst photo. The belly.
For those who, I got to tell you, look, every bit of me, for those who can't actually see the photo at the moment, every bit of me wants to say, wow, that looks like it was just last week.
Yeah. So if you want to picture it, think about what Mr. Magoo would look like if he was a little chubby kid. Pretty much that's me. That is terrible. Describe your worst photo, Suze.
Okay, the worst photo that I submitted, actually, it's got a good thing attached to it. My beautiful niece, Lilac, bought me a face mask for my birthday this year, and I used said face mask, and I took a photo of me in the face mask that actually had the face of a monkey.
And everything just aligned so perfectly, Suze.
Yeah.
We ready to see it?
Yeah.
Susie's monkey face mask.
I'm a classy woman. So mine actually was just a few weeks ago, whereas yours was when you were a kid.
It doesn't look like Susie, and it doesn't look like a monkey. This looks like a perfect hybrid of the two, Suze.
Yeah.
Like you have become monkey, and monkey has become you. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
The question for our community to place a vote on is from description and from visual. Who has the worst photo?
All right.
Let's go.
Alison on this one. Alison, who do you think has the worst photo? Is it Monkey Susie or terry toweling Luke?
Oh, that terry toweling one. That's the terry. Oh, hang on. Is my thing on?
No, we got you. Is the terry toweling the worst, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. That's one for you, Luke.
I don't know if this is a vote I want to win.
You're in the front. All right, Jessie. Which photo do you think was the worst? Was it terry toweling Luke or was it Monkey Susie?
I'm going to say terry toweling Luke, only because it doesn't look like you, Suze, in the photo at all. While the other one's much more embarrassing, so definitely worse.
Okay. So I needed to unmask to have a chance here. That's what I needed to do.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well,
or warn the mask on the show live.
Yeah, that's right. We'll keep the votes going. Ella, do you think Luke's terry toweling photo or my monkey mask was the worst photo?
Luke's.
Luke, terry toweling. You're getting just the clean sweep here.
So now Now, this is where regret kicks in. If the photo is, I always thought that maybe it was only bad because it's personal and you're kind of a little embarrassed by your childhood. Sounds like it was so bad, I probably should never have shown it on the internet.
Probably. Gnomes, do you think Luke's terry toweling photo was the worst or my monkey mask?
We've just got you muted there. Let's get you unmuted, Naomi. Which one's worse?
The monkey mask.
I got a vote.
You got a vote.
Thank you, Gnomes.
Yeah. Why are you happy with that? You know what we should have used for your work photo was the one I took of you.
Oh, one of my sleeping ones?
No.
Oh.
After you'd just been to the dentist and had a tooth pulled.
Oh.
And you tried to pucker up and gesture for a kiss to me.
Oh, that was a bad photo. Do you even still have that?
Yes, I do. In a PowerPoint slide. Which I've used many times over, live from stage.
All right. Then I demand we play this game again sometime. I reckon I can take it out.
We love it when you get involved on the chat and on the Luke and Susie community or on YouTube and stay involved. Suze, we're about to wrap things up, but before we do,
yes,
I want to talk about our Luke and Susie community. You can join and check out the group in Facebook and come and be a part of this. But Suze, there is a Luke and Susie community, and there is the other Luke and Susie community. Mm-hmm. So we had our producer, Sammy, who was like going, oh, people are posting their worst ever photos and they're saying this, and she's telling us about these comments. And I'm like, I'm going to our Facebook page. No, nothing there. I'm going to our Facebook group. No, nothing there. I'm going to our inboxes and all the places we could be receiving messages. And I can't find this anywhere. So I was like, Sammy, where is it? She puts it up on the phone. She goes, look. And I'm like, but where did you get that? And she goes, oh, it's in the Luke and Susie community that you're not allowed to be a part of. There is a Luke and Susie community, and then there is the other Luke and Susie community, where pretty much the only rules are Luke and Susie aren't allowed to be in it.
In there. We're not allowed in. Look, every bit of me is considering setting up another profile just to be able to sneak in.
This is like having the A-Team fan club without the A-Team allowed to be a part of it, Suze. Like this is a spin-off without the original. Quit being a damn fool. That's what I say to the group. Is this right, Suze? Are we allowed to? Is there allowed to be a community that we're not allowed to be a part of?
Yeah, I think there is.
I think one of the main instigators is Ella.
Yes.
Ella, explain yourself.
I don't know. I just created it for fun.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a whole lot of fun.
There's
Ella.
other reasons, but I don't know to discuss that.
It's a place for the secret squirrel business, is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
Right. Well, you're allowed secret squirrel business. Of course you are.
It's good to know. Yeah, well, we would invite you to be a part of the official Luke and Susie community, and you never know.
Yeah, we've got an email group that's just me and Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're not invited, Ella, or anybody. If you get to the official Luke and Susie community and go to the group on Facebook, then you might get an unofficial invitation to the other one as well.
You probably will. They're a really lovely, accepting group.
Apparently the only qualifier is that you're willing to give me in particular a hard time. I think that's the criteria for being allowed in.
Allowed in then.
That's a fair point, Suze. You can state your case to the other Luke and Susie. How horrible would this be if I'm the only one not allowed in there?
That would be
Don't
rough.
let Susie in
That
there.
would be rough.
That's all we got time for today. We can't wait to catch you in the next Luke and Susie live discourse. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, and an absolute from Luke and Susie. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
The Luke and Susie quotable in just moments, and it's talking about insanity.
It's Luke and Susie with Faith Family Culture. Luke and Susie with you. We're broadcasting